evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Florida Weather Watch YouTube channel, and welcome to my Florida Weather Watch community, which has now exploded into a community over 18,000 strong and 18,000 faithful. And I cannot thank all of you in the Florida Weather Watch community for uh, entrusting me with informing you, educating you, and keeping you ahead of everything Florida weather. Uh, it's a great honor to serve and to educate and to be a reliable source of weather information in the state of Florida. But here I am returning back to some video weather forecasting. And this video weather forecast is going to be quite easy, ladies and gentlemen, because Mother Nature and God above has finally flipped the switch for Florida and is finally giving Florida a much needed break from the series of storm systems that we've had because of this very active El Nino winter weather pattern, where we've had series of storm systems and many cloudy and rainy and stormy and even sometimes tornadic days where we've had 35 tornadoes in the state of Florida since January 1st, which by far and away leads the entire United States for tornadoes so far in 2024. But thankfully today and for the next several days, I don't have to even mention storms. Why? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's because we have had a very strong and large cold front that has come through the entire southeast United States here. What I'm showing you is what's called the water vapor imagery. It tells you about the levels of moisture in the atmosphere here. And what you're going to notice is this entire boundary right here. Uh, Exiting out to the Atlantic here. This is a cold front that came through the entire state over the past couple days, ladies and gentlemen. What it has done is it has taken all the rain, all the storms, all the moisture out to the Atlantic. And what you see on this water vapor imagery over the entire southeast United States and Florida is some very deep orange colors. Those deep orange colors, ladies and gentlemen, represent very dry air. This is like as dry of air as you're going to get in the southeast United States here. And this dry air is just funneling down from the north here, funneling down from the Midwest here, from Canada even. And what's happening is behind this cold front, it is just surging down the peninsula, and this dry air is here to stay for quite some time, ladies and gentlemen. There is absolutely no rainfall in the forecast for at least the next 3 to 5 days uh, across the state of Florida. So this dry air is going to dominate the weather over the next several days. It is going to be beautiful. We're going to have abundant sunshine for the foreseeable future across all of Florida here. Uh, and in fact, when I go ahead and let's go ahead and take you over to some of the forecast graphics here. Uh, what we're going to notice, ladies and gentlemen, here is that number one, when I go over to the forecast, the National Weather Service forecast here for the next 48 hours, no rainfall. Absolutely no rainfall is forecast over the next 48 hours. And in fact, if I go to the WPC, which is the Weather Prediction Center, there is no rainfall forecast through Thursday at 7 p.m. None. Not even a little spritzer. Because this very dry air that I showed you on this water vapor loop is going to stay, and it's impossible for rain to form with air that dry. But the bottom line is that with this dry air, it will allow for some cooling at night for the next couple nights. What you're gonna notice is this is for tomorrow night. at well, tomorrow night into Monday morning. You're going to notice that there's going to be widespread 40s across the entire state of Florida, uh, except 50s at the coastline where the ocean water kind of moderates the cool air a little bit, helps make it a little bit warmer at the beaches, but everywhere else will be in the 40s tomorrow night into Monday morning. Then we're going to step into Monday afternoon. We're going to see highs in the low to mid 70s across the state of Florida. Very comfortable, bright sunshine throughout the day on Monday, going into Tuesday, going into Wednesday, and so on and so forth. Monday night into Tuesday morning will be probably the last cold night across Florida. Because what's going to end up happening is on Tuesday afternoon, what's going to end up happening is the winds are going to start shifting a bit. The winds are going to start shifting more out of a southeasterly direction here. And what that's going to do is it's going to start bringing in some warmer air from the Caribbean up through the peninsula. It's going to be 77 degrees in Gainesville, 76 in Tallahassee. Hasn't been that warm in a little while up there. Um, and then even on Wednesday, going into well, this is Tuesday afternoon here. Um, you could see some 80s returning to parts of Florida here. So the bottom line is that this very dry air that's across Florida is going to eventually allow for uh, warmer weather to return to the state of Florida. I know many in the Florida Weather Watch community have been begging for warmer weather to return. And don't worry, the warmer weather will be returning soon enough. But at night, it will be very comfortable, very cool across the entire state of Florida because of this very dry air that allows for any heat to radiate back up into space. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the beautiful weather ahead. Make sure you wear that sunscreen because the sun's going to be out there uh, bright and strong. Wear those shades if you got some to protect the eyes, but enjoy the weather. Enjoy Mother Nature. And I hope you have a spectacular Sunday. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. May God bless you all. And as my late great cross country coach Jim Richardson would always tell me, there'll be weather, whether or not. But whatever the weather will be, I'll be here to keep you ahead of it. Thank you very much again for entrusting me as your reliable source for Florida weather, and may God bless you all.